What's going on, y'all? PTB coming back at you again with another fucking dope-ass interview. And today we're going to be interviewing Nate X Gradowski. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, man?
Doing pretty good. You know, fucking trying to stay safe from the quarantine and everything.
I hear you.
Busy as shit, dude. You know, I got that top 6 coming up soon. You know, I got like 13 songs to pick from. So I'm not looking forward to that, man.
Man.
How's your day going, bro?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Playing video games, writing music, you know, what I can do during this quarantine time, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
You know, that's all I can do. I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks, so it's like, hey, I'm just going to stay at home.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking, so what are you getting into today? Anything?
Not really. I completed a new song for the next Theory album, which is not going to be the album Iris that's coming out this year, but probably next year.
Nice. Basically, all right, so the way this works is I ask you a bunch of questions, you know, answer them as truthfully, as honest as you can. So I want to know the history of Theory Exx / Automaton. What was the what came first, Isolated Antagonist or Theory Exx?
Actually, I had a project called Demised and Domination, which came first.
Okay.
And that came before Isolated Antagonist, Automaton, and Theory Exx all together. So basically, my music started from there, stemmed from there. Then it went to Isolated Antagonist, and then it went to Automaton, and then Theory Exx. So basically, it started there, and then I decided to work it up to different projects with different sounds and, you know, different styles, if you will, you know.
Hell yeah, dude. So Nate was telling me that Isolated Antagonist was actually formed on the account of basically the inspirations of Queensryche with Fear Factory. Are you the one that likes the Queensryche? I'm guessing.
I'm the one that likes both, but yes, I am primarily the Queensryche fan of the group, if you will. Glenn likes Queensryche too.
Have you ever heard the song Empire? Because that's my favorite Queensryche song.
I have all their albums, so I mean, I know them front to back, all the lyrics. I know how to play them on guitar and stuff, so I'm a pretty diehard fan.
Hell yeah, dude! I've been a fan since me and my mom used to listen to it in the car when I was young. So like I had the whole Empire CD, and it was just like Jet City Woman, one of my favorite all-time songs. I love Silent Lucidity, the Thin Red Line, I think it's called, or the Red Line, or Walk the Thin Line or something. Yeah, it's really good.
I got them tattooed on me. See, Queensryche. I got the signatures.
Have you seen them live?
Signatures. Oh yeah, many times. Yeah.
Are they good live? Because I've been wanting to see them.
Oh, they're tight live. Yeah, they're really good live.
That's awesome.
Yep. Flawless almost.
So Queensryche, I wanted to ask this question. I don't know if you knew this, but there's like a rumor going around that Queensryche was actually influenced by Type O. Is that true?
No, not at all.
It's not? Okay.
No.
It's because they came before him, right?
Oh yeah, way before.
Yeah.
All
right, that's what I thought. Maybe Type O was influenced by them.
Yeah, they toured. Type O toured with Queensryche back in '94 or '95, I want to say, and I was at that show. So I saw Type O open up for Queensryche in I want to say it was '94 or '95, the summer of '95. But I was like 7 years old at that time, so.
Yeah, I was pretty young back then too. I was 6, so. Yeah, it's.
Yep.
So I gotta ask you, what are the futures for Theory Exx right now?
Well, Theory Exx is my primary focus, and I want to continue with it as long as I possibly can. So there's going to be an upcoming album coming out called Iris, which is an experimental type album, something that I'm not used to with Theory Exx. Has a different, darker tone to it and slower paced songs. While the next one I'm working with on, I'm not going to give the name of the album yet, but it's for the next year, right? And that's more of what people are used to hearing from Theory Exx. It's more cyber metal, upbeat, faster tempos, stuff like that. Like on the scale of Cybreed, if you will.
Nice, dude. I mean, I love Cybreed, so
Yeah, they're my huge influence on Theory Exx for sure. And then as you might know, that I got Anna from Conflict to be my vocalist for the project. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're working on that now. She's working on vocal demos for me to send over. So we can discuss it.
She's always a good person to talk to, man. Like whenever you know anything, I could talk to her about anything, and I don't get judged. It's awesome. So.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Such a good friend.
She's a huge supporter of my channel too. Like she's been supporting me since the fucking very beginning. Like as soon as I hit 100 subscribers, I reacted to Conflict. So, and ever since then, dude, I got a friend request from her and been really good friends with her. So,
it's interesting how I actually got her to be the vocalist of Theory Exx to begin with. Like I was searching for a more feminine vocal, style, because the albums needed that. It didn't work for me to sing. Like some of the parts didn't work, so I was like, I need a feminine vocalist, vocal style. So I was looking around. I'm like, who can I get? Like, who would want to be a part of my project? Because I'm just a small timer. I'm not huge or nothing like that. So I asked around, and I had this one person which had a lot of baggage. So I kind of didn't want to get involved with that person. So then I'm like, man, what do I do now? So I asked this buddy of mine, Jeff, and he's like, well, why don't I get into contact with Anna for you? I'm like, all right. I knew of Conflict before that. Like, I've heard them. And I was digging it a lot. So I'm like, they seem like a really big band. I don't know if Anna's going to want to do something with a small timer like me. But, like, I was afraid to ask her. But I finally did. I'm like, would you be willing to do a couple of lines in the song that I'm doing? And she said yes. And I was surprised. I'm like, cool, man. That's awesome. And then it went from there to, doing a few lines in a few songs. And then it went from there to, all right, why don't you just be the vocalist for the project as a side project? She's like, yeah, that's definitely what definitely, sure. I'm like, wow, that's kind of awesome that she would do that. So it was a really interesting story how that came to be.
You gotta excuse me for a minute, man. I gotta get my fucking hat on, so hang on.
All right.
Kind of like my trademark, dude. All right, so my question for you is, if you could collaborate with any artist in the world right now for your project, who would that be? You can only pick one.
I can only pick one. That's a tough one because I have two in mind that I would definitely, without hesitation, ask to be, and that, of course, is Jeff Tate of Queensryche and Ben from Cybreed.
Nice.
And it's very hard to pick one right now because they're both like my idols. So I don't know. That's tough to pick just one, man. If I could have them both in the same song, that would be amazing. That would be like the life thing that I've always wanted. But
for me, it's definitely gonna be Aaron Lewis and from Stain, and Tina Marino from Deftones. That's like those two bands, my top two favorite bands. Or Trent Reznor. I love Trent Reznor too, but Like it's my dream to collab with one of those guys. Like I make solo music as well, but it's like acoustic kind of music. I actually have a full album I've been working on. It's called Artificial Serenity. I haven't released it yet. I mean, I don't have a guitar, so I gotta buy one soon. But being in Japan, it's hard because you know, it's the time difference. I can't call my family. You know, it sucks.
I can imagine.
It sucks.
I can imagine. Oh man.
So when I talked to you earlier, are those guitars behind you?
Yep, these are mine. These are my work guitars. These are what I write my albums with.
Can I see some of them?
Yeah, sure. This here is basically my Theory guitar.
That's sick. Did you do that paint job yourself?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did it with airbrush.
Are those green strings?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get green strings?
They're made by DR. DR strings, and they're like neon. So if you put them in a black light, they glow like neon.
That's kind of like Limp Bizkit shit. Sam Rivers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, this is the 7-string, and I have the Seymour Duncan Blackout actives in it right now, which is Dino Cazares' pickup, or used to be his pickup. But
hell yeah.
And I use this strictly, basically for Theory Exx. And so that's one of them. And this one I built myself. This is my own custom that I built myself. As you might know, I have a guitar company that I have where I build guitars.
I did not know that.
And
I think maybe Glenn told me that, or Anna told me that. I can't remember. I've interviewed so many people, man. You know, I've been reacting.
Yeah.
It's so hard to remember people. I'm trying. I think he told me that. I'm not sure. But you design your own guitars?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is basically my custom build, which has the Floyd Rose in it, and it's basically from my more proggy metal stuff. On the lines of Queensryche type stuff, and
Are you into electrician stuff, or like, are you an electrician? Do you know like stuff about?
No, not really. I just know how to wire guitars.
I'm an electrician.
I don't know nothing about like electricity or nothing like that. You know? Other than it could kill you, but
yeah,
but,
indeed it can. Indeed it can.
Yeah. And I have another 7-string. Hold on just a second. It's right over here. I'll just grab it.
No problem.
This is another 7-string I have. This is my Jackson. And this has got a Seymour in the bridge. And I think it just has a stock in the neck.
Really?
And I used this strictly for isolated antagonists. And this just has normal strings, no colored or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, and I painted it myself, so it's a matte black.
It's a really good paint
all the way
job,
around.
man. Really good paint job.
Thanks, man.
That's cool.
Yep, painted
Super
all
cool.
the way.
Do you have isolated antagonists like on the end of it? Where the two keys are?
It doesn't have anything on it. It's just flat black. That's it. But I've used this for isolating tags for a while now, and it has that right sound for what I'm looking for. But yeah, I basically do 7-string now. I used to be a 6-stringer, but I mainly use 7-string because of the variety.
I never bought a 7-string. I thought about it. I thought about buying one, but it just seems like it's too hard to get used to. Because I want to like cover like Deftones songs. You know the Deftones, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I just like the variety of different, the different strings you can hit different notes, and I don't really do it because of tuning down low, because I tune don't really tune that low. I tune to standard B or A. That's the lowest I tune. But I don't go any further.
Fear Factory
that. If I do, it's
Fear
rare.
Factory standard on 7-string.
Yeah.
On the first album. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that's what I do. But
that's what Replicas played in, right? Replicas played in standard. Yeah.
I think all Demanufactured is played in B standard.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Did they start on 7? They started on 7 strings, didn't they? They didn't start on 6
no,
strings.
Dino started on an ESP 6-string.
Oh, really?
And then
on Soul of a New Machine?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
And then I think Demanufactured was also on that same ESP 6-string, but then he moved on to 7 strings after that with Obsolete and stuff like that. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've done a little research because like I said, I'm a fan of Fear Factory myself. So I've kind of looked at the interviews and the rig specs and all that stuff.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite Fear Factory song? My favorite Fear Factory song would have to be. That's tough because I really like most of them, but I'm thinking. Securitron or something like that from Obsolete.
Secretion State Police, yeah. Yep. Really good song.
Yep.
My favorite, and I told this to Glenn already, is Battle for Utopia. I just feel like that song is just it's above another level. I don't know, just the song itself is just it's all over the place, and I love it. Like it's got the atmospheric vibe to it. It's got the heavy guitar riffs. It's got the awesome vocals. It's really good. So I don't know. I'm not sure why my stream's freezing right now. It's kind of stupid. Anyways,
Exxs was pretty good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait until they release a new one if they do.
If they do, I'm not keeping my hopes up because how they're going back and forth now. It's just kind of like what can we expect from them? I don't know, but only they know what's going on. So I try to stay out of it.
So my next question is, I already asked you about Fear Factory songs. What is your favorite Cybreed song?
Oh God, that is a tough one because, oh man, no, it's my favorite Cybreed song.
Well, what's your favorite album? I'll make it easier. What's your favorite album?
Slave Design.
Really? Mine's The Pulse of Awakening. I love
that
The Pulse
one's good
of Awakening.
too.
Love Like Blood.
Something.
Love Like Blood is my all-time favorite Cybreed song. So.
There's just something about Slave Design that's just so brutal and raw and very. It's. I like the first song, Bioactive.
Yeah, good song.
And the second song, but there's something about that album that I just love. It's just the whole thing front to back. It's just brutal, and I do like the second album, which I can never pronounce.
The what?
The second album that I can never pronounce.
Well, one second out.
It starts with an A. I can never pronounce it.
Oh, Anna O.
Yeah.
You talking about Anna O? That I'm pretty sure. Let me look. Antares. Sorry, Antares.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one with Emma O on it. Emma O.
Yes.
Great song.
It's an amazing song, and and I like the Isolate, that song. However, I got hooked on Cybreed by their latest or the last album they did, which is God is Automaton.
Yep.
And
No Wisdom Brings Solace, man. Best song on that album. And the line of Least Resistance. I love both.
That was the first song I've ever heard by them, and I was just blown away. I was like,
the line of Least Resistance.
Yep. I was because I seen the video, and I remember Glenn played it on his radio station. I'm like, who is this?
I've never seen the video, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then it got me hooked, and then I went back to Slave Design, and I'm like, oh man, this is incredible. And I became a huge fan ever since.
Hell yeah.
And then and then I found out that they split up, and that bummed me out so bad. And then I found out that Ben was doing another project called Shadow Domain, and I was like, oh, thankfully he got back into it. So.
I'm gonna be doing a vocal cover for Cybreed on my Patreon. You should go over and check it out, man. I'm gonna make it public. There's gonna be like a full cover of Cybreed on YouTube. But I'm gonna like put little snippets on Patreon. Like it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Love Like Blood, because I mean I love that song. It's like my all-time favorite. I
have plans.
The beginning, man. The beginning into the whole song, it's just phenomenal.
That whole album is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I have plans to do a Cybreed cover at some point. I don't know when, and I don't know what song yet, but I'm thinking about doing a cover of Cybreed song. So I don't know if it'll be on maybe it'll be on an EP of a Theory album or something. I don't know, or like a bonus track on a future album. I don't know yet, but I do plan on doing it.
Kind of what Conflict did with 9 Inch Nails. I don't think they covered Cybreed, did they?
No, I think they covered Fear Factory. I know that.
I'd like to collab with them on Cybreed. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
You design your own guitars. You love industrial, obviously. Industrial's one of my all-time favorite genres, next to nu metal. Nu metal is definitely my favorite. But, how many concerts have you been to, and have you ever seen Cybreed live? And what is your favorite concert that you've been to?
I've never got to see Cybreed live, unfortunately, which is something that really bums me out. Because I would have loved to see it, but I've been to so many concerts I can't even count. Like my favorite concert I've ever went to was actually Typo Negative opening for Queensryche.
I'm so jealous that you got to see him before he died. I'm super jealous. Where did you get to see him at?
It was at where was it at? It was in Mansfield, Mass, at Great Woods.
Did they play "We Are Electrocute"? That's my all-time favorite Typo Negative.
No,
song.
they were supporting their Bloody Kisses album.
Oh wow! So they played fucking Christian Woman and Black Number One. Nice.
Yeah.
You saw them right when they started, then.
Pretty much, yeah. And, I was 6 or 7 years old, and I can still remember it to this day. It was just amazing. I remember Queensryche being so loud that it hurt my ears so bad.
Yeah.
And because they were known to be a loud band back then.
Fuck yeah, dude. I still listen to them, so.
Yeah. But I remember that. I remember it so well. It was in the summer, and we were up like way in the grass area, so. But it was loud.
Hell yeah. So, do you have any questions for me? Since I asked you a bunch of questions.
Do I have questions for you?
Yeah.
I don't have any questions, but I will say keep this YouTube thing going.
Yeah.
Keep
you like the
interviews
videos?
going.
You like the videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like, music needs this, because without you doing these types of interviews, no one would get noticed.
Exactly.
And no one would be heard. So, you're doing a great service for people.
The only problem with that is people. There's very few people. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you. There's like a lag because I'm in Japan.
Go ahead.
So the problem with that is people. There's very few people on my channel that go watch my old videos, and it's a shame because I have a lot of really good videos that people should check out. Bands that people should definitely check out. But there's if it's not a name brand band, they're not going to check them out, and it's sad. It's really sad, man. People need to give Eder music a chance. And
it is a sad reality, but you know what? People, if it's not in the top 40, people don't care.
Exactly.
That's the sad truth about it,
So I got to ask you, what is your favorite reaction I've ever done?
I think. Well, I love the Isolated Antagonist one.
The death, the last death.
The Last Death.
Yeah, great song.
And I did watch your recent one, Conflict.
Ooh, yeah, that one was pretty fire, dude.
Yeah, I watched that video. I saw the video and I was amazed. It looked like a $1 million production.
I know, right?
Quality.
And they afforded that themselves. That's what's so awesome about it,
I could never afford something that big, man. I do like my videos are all on a GoPro and different like backdrop screen and stuff like that. I'm not nowhere near that quality, but I was just saying, I was talking to her today. I was like, man, if only I could get that quality with Theory. Maybe someday I will. We're working.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, me and Anna were planning on doing a video for one of the songs on the upcoming album, and we were just going back and forth on how to do it. We're just gonna do it separately. Just do a black backdrop, and then that way it won't look funny with us being in a different country,
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it works out, but we're still in the process of talking about that.
I'm actually interested in collabing with you guys. If you're down to have me in a song, I would love to collab with y'all. So I mean, I'm a pretty good vocalist, so
yeah, I'm always down to collabing. Maybe the next one for next year, maybe I can get you in.
Hell yeah. So I have homework for you.
Sure.
On my old videos, one of my oldest videos is my old band Still Searching. Name of the song is called Surface. I already had Anna look this up, and she liked it. I want to see what you think about it. It's a lyric video that I made. It's kind of out of sync though, because I don't know why. Because I was just terrible creator back then.
That happens, man. That happens.
But yeah, go check it out, man. It's hard rock. Definitely. It's not industrial. It's not metal. It's hard rock. But I'm the backup vocalist and guitarist in the band. So
that's okay.
We had the split. Because I went to Japan.
Of different styles of music that I like. I don't just like industrial. I don't just like metal. I like a whole range of music. So you don't really have to worry about that because I'm not picky like that.
Are you into Celldweller? Have you checked out Celldweller?
No, I haven't.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
I don't listen to a lot of music because I'm too busy writing my own music, So
Bro, you need to go look up Celldweller.
The only time I get to listen to new music is when I do go listen to Glenn's radio station. And that's the only time where I get to listen to new music. And I rarely even go on there anymore because I'm just so busy writing my own music. It's just insane.
What did you think of I Amen? Because he featured them, and also Sphere from Norway. Did you like both of those guys?
I think I remember Sphere, but I don't remember the last one. Like I said, I don't listen to his station every Wednesday, but I try to pop on once when I can. And it's really hard to do all that when you're just constantly writing and trying to mix your album and stuff. Like but I try. I try to listen to new people. So
Glenn, if you're watching, brother, please move your radio station to another day because my schedule's switched and I can actually watch the show now or listen to the show. All right.
Hi, Glenn. Hi, Glenn.
Anyways. So if you had the option to include a industrial band that people have never heard of that you could suggest for people that you've listened to, what band would that be?
Industrial band that no one's heard of. That what's that band called? I can't remember what it was called, but there's this awesome. I heard it on Glenn's station, and I got into them. And
did I feature them? Spankrot?
I don't think so, but it kind of sounds like Fear Factory in a way. It's not Conflict, but it sounds like Fear Factory in a way, but it's somewhat different. I can't remember really
Mm.
what the name of it is, but they were good, and yeah, I listen to them every once in a while. But I just can't. The name escapes me for some reason.
Oh, it sucks. I would like to know what that is.
I know. I'll let you know though. Definitely what it is.
Dope.
But I just can't remember the name. But they were good, definitely, for sure.
What so on every single interview, I do a live reaction. I'm sure you watched the Glenn interview, the Anna interview. I do a live reaction.
Wait! I think I remember. I think it's called Psycore or something.
Psypcore?
Yeah.
Psypcore is amazing, man. I just reacted to their old singer. He made a new band called The Oblivion. So I just threw a reaction up to that. You gotta go check that shit out. That's really fucking good.
That's for some reason I couldn't think of the name.
Psypcore is an amazing fucking band, man.
They were really good. So I was like, oh shit, But
they just lost their bassist. He died from leukemia. So yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. That
sucks. All right,
anyway,
so
I'm sorry. I didn't. Wait, I get back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all topic after topic, man. So on every single interview, I ask the individual that I'm interviewing or the individuals that I'm interviewing to give me a song to react to on a live, on YouTube Live. What song do you want me to listen to that you have created? And also, before you pick, realize that you can't talk to me. I can't hear you when I'm listening to it. So.
All right. Well, I would react to. Does it have to be something you haven't heard before, or something you've heard but? Because I don't know
something I haven't heard, man. Honestly.
All right. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna go look in my iTunes right now and see if I can find a song. If
by your band?
Probably. No, not mine.
No. It has to be. It has to be your band.
My band.
Yeah. Because I want to feature your band.
So, I wasn't gonna pick my band, but I was gonna say I'm not narcissistic. So
no, always featuring the individual's band, always. So.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll tell you in a second. I have so many songs that I want to pick the right one here. So
all right, let's take a quick 10-minute break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. So you think about that. I'll be right back. All right, guys. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, I'm back.
Cool, man.
Whew. All right. Did you find one?
Yeah, actually I did.
Okay.
So on my YouTube channel, which is Demise Domination Records.
Yep, I already got it pulled up.
So we're going to go back to Automaton, which is basically Theory Exx, like I explained. But I dropped the name and just named it Theory Exx, right?
Okay.
So the song is called Deus Machine.
Deus, like Deus Ex? Deus Machine?
Yes. Yep. Exactly that.
Automaton.
Do you need me to send you the link?
Is it Deus, Automaton Deus Machine song premiere? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I got it up. All right. Give me 1 second. Throw up the live reactions. Oh, it's kind of out of place. Sorry, viewers. Live streaming is a bitch compared to editing. All right. 1 second. Give me 1 second, Nate.
Sure, no problem.
All right. So, this is going to be my first reaction to Deus Machine by Automaton? Automaton.
Yep.
Which I don't know what that means. What is an automaton?
It's basically a self-moving, whatever you want to call it, machine, basically. So a robot or, something that, anything really is an automaton. Like a robot, like your typical robot you see in like movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would be considered an automaton. It has its own power source and its own way of basically moving its parts.
All right, man. Well, here we go.
This is the most popular song, so.
Most popular song by Automaton?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the one.
I'm playing it right now. Here we go.
All right.
Whoa. Wait. I gotta pause it right there. Is that you?
Yep.
Shut up.
Nah.
You sound just like fucking Ben, man. Literally just like fucking Ben on the first album.
I've heard that, especially
Holy
Glenn has kind of said that.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go back into it.
All right, man.
Wait, is that Ben singing? No, not Ben. Sorry, Glenn. Is that Glenn singing? The cleans.
No.
That's you.
Yeah.
Really? It sounds like Glenn.
No, I do all for my own projects. I do all of the vocals. Glenn is only involved with Isolate Antagonist.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get back into it. Ooh, I'm loving this part. gotta ask real quick. What
Yep.
program do you guys use to record your music?
Uh, well, I can't speak for Glenn with Isolate Antagonist. I think he uses Premiere or something like that, or Audition or something like that. But I use the basically the lower version of Logic, which is GarageBand, and
Hmm.
I've been using Studio One now, just getting into it. So, but basically, yeah, everything you've heard is basically GarageBand or Logic. If you know, it's the same thing but different, just a little difference.
So, one of my recent subscribers that I subscribe to, I'm trying to help his channel out. The name of his channel is, fucking can't remember. Oh shit! Hang on. God damn it! Something Studio. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. So many people to remember.
Yep.
Uh, Okay, so his name is Ian, but I don't know his fucking channel's name on YouTube. I'm gonna be reacting to a request that he put in. He uses this program called Cubase to
Yep. I've heard of
record.
it.
I don't have you. Do you know if it's good or not? Because I've been thinking about
I
getting
haven't
into
used
that.
it. I can't. I don't want to speak for the software because I don't know. I
Okay,
really don't.
all right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
listen to the rest of this song, and we'll talk more.
All right.
This is fucking sick.
Thanks.
Wow, man. Like, how much time did you put into that? Like each song, how much time do you put into each song making that? Like,
Usually, on average, it takes about a day to get the bare basics of a song, and then from there, it could take anywhere from 3 days to a week to actually get it down perfectly. In
wow.
my eyes, perfect, but it's not. But yeah, about a week if you want to go through the whole process.
You guys hear that? If you're watching this and you don't know shit about production, shit about recording, nothing, I'm telling you right now firsthand, I was in the studio for 2 days in a row on two songs. Literally. From fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way to fucking 10 o'clock at night. It is
Yeah,
no joke, people. Please support local music. Please support music that you never heard of, because without
please do.
without the support of you, those bands aren't gonna get anywhere. So make sure you go support Theory Exx, Conflict, Isolated Antagonist, any fucking band, all the bands that I feature on my channel, As We Burn, all my friends' bands and everything. So please go support them, because it is no motherfucking joke how much time it takes just to make one song. And like
Yeah,
you said, it takes a day, and it really does take a day, because you have the drum tracks first, and then you
yep,
have the bass goes to the drums, and you have the guitarist, and then finally you have the vocals, and then you master. Mastering
yep.
can take close to 4 or 5 hours if you're really perfectionist like I am.
Yeah, and then you gotta EQ the vocals and
And the
EQ
price.
everything.
The price is
Compress
another thing.
things. Yeah, yeah.
The price of one song for us cost us $500 for one song.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, I'm fortunate, and I'm sad that not every artist is fortunate. But to me, it's free because I do it on my, you know, in my room or in my living room for straight to the DAW. So the only thing I got to pay for is the software, basically. And it's sad that a lot of artists can't do that. They have to go into a studio because they don't own something or they don't know anything about mixing or anything like that, or using a system like that. But
I would love to
yeah,
learn, man. If you
yeah,
ever have a chance, I mean, you have my Discord now. I'll call you
yeah,
up. You teach me everything that you know about fucking that shit, because I really want to get into that stuff. So, but
yeah.
this song was really good production on it.
Appreciate that.
I really enjoyed it because it sounded a lot like Benjamin from Cybreed, and like the screams are just on point, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. All right, so is there anything else that you want to bring up before we end this stream?
Well, yes, I do want to thank two people and three, including yourself, for doing this, and it's a pleasure. Um, but I do want to thank Glenn, of course, my buddy, my best friend, uh, for everything, for IA, for whatever. And I want to thank Anna, especially Anna, for um, doing this for me, basically, or with me, or whatever. It really meant a lot to me. Uh, she was there when I needed her, and basically, it's great to write music with someone from a different country. It's to make friends with someone, because I always say, friendship has no borders. You know what I mean?
Music,
So,
I mean, honestly, dude, that goes a long way because I was friends with my girlfriend, and now I've already been
yeah,
to the Philippines twice, so I'm about to
right.
marry her next year. So it's and
Congratulations,
dude,
my man.
every friend, every family member was like, "You're never gonna meet this chick. You're never gonna meet this girl." And look what I did. I fucking joined the Air
Right.
Force. I joined the Air Force purely because I
Yeah.
wanted to be with her. To be honest, that's the only reason. That and
Yeah.
I needed something in my life that was better than what I was doing, which was sitting in my room
Yeah.
playing World of Warcraft, making fucking YouTube videos.
I hear you, man, and it's kind of like the same with Anna, though. Like, just not in a relationship wise, just for music wise, I'm talking professional. Um, you know, I needed something different in my music besides my voice all the time because I was getting sick of hearing my voice all the time. Other people might like it, but for me, it just needed something different. And she came along and said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And it's the great. I appreciate everything. I appreciate what she's done. And I thank you for actually having me on here to discuss these things. And I want to say, um, like he said, please support local bands, support bands in general, because especially in this time when people are in isolation and bands aren't touring or doing anything, it's really difficult on them.
Yeah.
So please buy a shirt or even just buy a sticker, anything like that, just to help support them. It'd be awesome. Go ahead.
Real quick shout out to literally all the bands that I feature on my channel. I'm going to read them off one by one. And this
Yep.
is a calling card for all y'all to go subscribe to these bands because every single one of these bands are huge fucking supporters to my channel. And the list goes The Oblivion. Attila is a really, really good friend of mine. I'll be interviewing him later, probably this week or next week. Please support Saving Vice, Unbeliever, Alt, Dream State. As We Burn, Isolated Antagonist, I Amen, Sphere, Norway, Nucleist, Conflict, Psycode, and Bleed the Sky. All of these bands have been huge, huge supporters to my channel. So please do me a favor, do us all a favor, and go subscribe, go like their Facebook page, give them the support that they deserve. Especially Bleed the Sky, man. Bleed the Sky came back after 10 years and released an album. I did a reaction to the full album. Like it's in my old videos. You can look for it somewhere. But their latest song, Serpent, is just fucking out of this world amazing. So
cool, man. I'll have to check it out.
Hell yeah, dude. They're fucking awesome.
Definitely.
I gotta add those guys back as friends because my old Facebook got deleted. So if they watch this, man, Nate, Dave, Wayne, if you guys watch this, please add me back on Facebook. I sent you guys friend requests. I know you guys are super busy, just got off tour. But yeah, give me an ad. So the next interview individual I will be interviewing, guys, is either going to be Goose from Alt or the other members from Alt, one of the other members from Alt, or it's going to be Attila from the Oblivion and Exxs core vocalist. All right, guys. So this has been an interview with Nate X Gradowski. Really appreciate you guys for watching. Please support Theory Exx, Automaton, and Isolated Antagonist in all they do. They're very, very hard workers on their music. And Nate, I'm gonna pick your brain later, either this week, next week. You know, whenever I get the software, how to use it. So, all right, brother.
Help, man, so
it's been a huge fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
Pleasure's all mine.
Yeah. huge pleasure. Fucking interviewing you and picking your brain, knowing how your band works and everything.
No problem, man.
Make sure you go check out all the bands that I just announced, man, because they're all fire. Sure. All of them are fire. So
definitely will.
I gotta get back to my reactions. I got Baby Metal coming up next, and then I got a Deftones reaction with Troop. So I will see you guys later, and I will see you later, Nate. Thank you, man.
Take care.
All right. Peace the fuck out.
Peace.